Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. We're going to talk about Monster Hunter Rise. And these are my impressions. I hope you enjoy it. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and let me know what you're thinking of Monster Hunter Rise. Put your friend code below if you want to play with me. All right, let's get into it. What is up? Welcome back. And today we are going to be talking about Monster Hunter Rise. I've played a lot of Monster Hunter games. And let me actually go back and talk about like my first introduction to Monster Hunter games, and it was Monster Hunter Tri on the Wii. And I fell in love with that game. It was hard. It was cool. It was new to me because I didn't have a PlayStation, portable or, really PS2 or whatever else, systems that game came on. But when it came to Nintendo, I always got a Nintendo system and I just jumped right in. I played the demo. I still have the demo sealed in my collection. I still have Monster Hunter Tri. It was so cool. I played with the buddy and, I really loved it. It got to a point where my life got a little busy and I wasn't able to really delve into the end game stuff. But then when Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate came out on the Wii U, I mean, it was enhanced in every way. It had built-in voice chat. It was perfect. I played that. I played 4 Generations, and then most recently Generations Ultimate on the Switch. And I kind of grew to love the grind. I like the grind in a lot of games. But in Monster Hunter, that game never respected your time at all. And as I've gotten older, I have a hard time getting into the games that don't respect your time. So the games that require you to sit there and like spend all this time just to get like a mushroom, or it's like grueling just to grind the smallest things, basically. And that's what Monster Hunter was. And then Monster Hunter World came out, and I didn't play World. When World came out, I was kind of like, nah, that's like, y'all are trying to casual up my Monster Hunter. Y'all are trying to like go after the mainstream. That was my mindset at the time. Like, I want my hardcore, like Generations Ultimate, like level of Monster Hunter. But like I said, I've gotten older since then. I've gotten more responsibilities in my life, and I just don't have time for that. I played Dauntless, and that really opened my eyes to the beauty of just a game respecting your time but still having a fun grind. And the reason I say all this is because that is what Monster Hunter Rise is. My expectations going in was just like Monster Hunter Generations all over again. But it's not. They took, I guess, the best components of World that kind of made it a little more mainstream, diluted it a little bit. You can just run by things and tap A, and like they're lit up so you can see them. You don't have to go searching for them. It's very quick, very fast. You can jump into other people's hunts mid-match. You can request people to join yours mid-match. So you don't have to go and hopefully find some awesome lobby with 4 other people who want to do the same stuff you do. You can just basically matchmake with people online. That's amazing. The monsters don't seem to be as tough in the early game, but there's a lot more of the monsters, definitely. It's just streamlined. Everything is just easier and streamlined and more fun and more fast. The mobility options in this game, oh my goodness. It's just, it really opens this game up, and I don't know how I'm going to go back or to not having these mobility options with the wire bug. If you're not familiar, basically you can Spider-Man through the air, but there's a lot more to it than that because it can be added to combat. You have a dog, which is basically a race car that can drift. It's ridiculous. I am having so much fun with this game, and I don't often buy games full price or pre-order them. But I had to hop on that Best Buy pre-order so I could get the steel case and then the pre-order skins. So my Palamute dog is like a golden retriever skin. It's pretty darn cute. Yeah, I mean, this game It makes me sad that I missed World, that I was so like full of myself and like thinking I was like needed this hardcore grind that I missed out on an enjoyable game in its prime, you know? And I'm glad that I'm experiencing this game in its prime. So many people on my friends list are playing this game. And it's going to be pretty successful, I think. And I'm not very far into it. You know, I've put maybe 10 hours into the game so far, but I mean that's already enough for me to know I'm going to love it. And with how many people are playing it, like it's so easy to find matches, even on like the easy, like the little things like mushroom hunts. You know, you just want to do that with other people sometimes. I've got my first full set of armor. It's different. The crafting is a little bit different. You know, they change stuff up every time, but it's looking just as deep as any Monster Hunter before it. It's just making the grind a little less frustrating. You don't have to grind for all these little components and pieces quite as hard. There's often times where other monsters will run in, and then you can control them with the wyvern riding, and you can use them to like break off pieces pretty easily of the other monsters. I mean, they're just everywhere, and like the pieces aren't just like this little glint. There's like you cannot miss items in this game. They made it so when you're running through, you're flying through the air. And by the way, it's so vertical. You can run up walls. You can like sideways run like you're a ninja off walls, like you're playing Warframe or something. But they've made it so you can easily see where the items are. Not only that, you can go to your map. You can fast travel while you're on a hunt. You can basically like search. It shows you where all the items are on the map in a hunt. So if you need a wire bug, you can find it. Like there's no just searching around and spending all this time. And that's how I approached this game when I hopped up onto it. And then I realized like, oh, all those glowing orbs on the map, those are my objectives. You don't have to paintball a monster. They're on the map already. It's like there's all the trivial stuff is gone, man. All of it. And it's such a better game for it. And I'm kind of kicking myself, like I said, just for being so stubborn. And now I'm wondering, like, what other games am I being stubborn about? I love Final Fantasy XI because it was so hardcore and you could de-level. And, that game didn't respect your time at all, but I love it. Could it be better? I don't know. But I'm loving it. I'm very curious if there's somebody out there who doesn't like this more, like, streamlined version of this game. But I'm loving it. But that's just my opinion. What's yours? I would love to hear it. And until next time, see you later.